Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So today we're going to be doing a video all about your guys' MLM horror stories that you have sent me. Today we're going to be talking about Plexus, different MLMs that I've never even heard of. So let's just get straight into it. Grab your popcorn, grab your coffee, grab your tea. I've got water because I am parched and let's get into it. So the first one states, I'm not sure if this qualifies as a horror story, but I came across this crap today. Her dad died yesterday and already she's posting this. How freaking sad. So it is a Facebook post and it says, 3 years ago, my dad told me I was amazing. I shrugged off his compliment, and as I did, he interrupted me and told me to listen. He told me to hear him say that I was amazing, that I was making an impact on lives, that I had changed his health and quality of living, that he had faith in me to take care of my mom and siblings. He told me to not quiet my voice, but to get louder, to share passionately what gut health did for him and the family. Plexus may not be your first vitamin and supplement choice, but what if it could help you live longer? What if it could help your heart beat stronger? What if it could help you have more feeling? What if it can improve your quality of life? What if it could bring happiness to your heart? What if it could take some financial stress off the unexpected? What if it could help your family to enjoy more years with loved ones? I ask you this, if you're running to the grocery store to buy your supplements, why? Why not come to me first? Why not come to someone who cares so incredibly much? This is like the number one thing I truly hate about MLMs, especially in this past Monday's MLM fails. We talked a lot about chronic illness or things like mental health disorders, things like that being used to recruit in MLMs, and death is something that is utilized. When someone dies in someone's life, a lot of the times they use that to recruit people or to sell a product, and that's being sold here. The whole having more years to your life because you use Plexus. And this is what I'm talking about. 2 weeks ago from today, I believe I did I think it was 2 weeks ago or something like that. I did a Plexus deep dive. And within that, we've seen the amount of health claims that are made in this MLM. We do see that in Plexus's own policies and procedures, they even state that they will terminate people who make health claims many of times if they're reported and they see this. But it's insane to me how this is a non-stop thing. Health claims, that claims like this are made daily when it comes to this MLM, and I don't understand how Plexus, in my opinion, how they have not done enough to get people to notice that you can't do this, or that they don't have like social media people in their company or in corporate that are watching their platform at all times, or watching the social media platforms at all times to see if people are using health claims and income claims. Because with the amount of trouble like Plexus gets in because of health claims and the amount of things that have been shown because of this MLM when it comes to health claims and the amount of things that are out there publicly, I would expect to see something more done. Something where they have people reviewing social media posts or more training or whatever it may be, but this is really sad. Okay, so I believe this is a horror story. So it was sent to my horror story email and it says, I would like to ask your help to expose a giant scam called the digital prosperity movement. I've been involved with this scam for 2.5 years now and I've wasted 20,000 UK dollars. I've also seen thousands of people failing and losing their money and faith by believing too long for these scammers. I decided to stop them and I really need your help. I love your channel and I truly believe you can help me. I would like to share with you my story. I would like to ask you to read it in your video. Sorry if I make grammar mistakes. English is only my second language. Please don't mention my name because I'm afraid of consequence. If you have any questions, please reach out. Okay, so it's like an Excel sheet where they wrote their story. It says, hello, Deanna. I absolutely love your videos. I've watched them all. Big respect to you and just keep carrying on, girl. Today I would like to ask you to help me to expose a giant scam. Unfortunately, I became a victim of them and I don't want anyone else to follow my footsteps. This scam is called Digital Prosperity Movement, or just simply DPM. I started 2.5 years ago. I worked my ass off during this time. Then I lost my faith and my passion when I realized everything I believed is a big, massive lie. In the beginning, everything was great. When I joined, everyone welcomed me, so I felt it is more than just a business opportunity. I thought I found my new family. I started my personal development and I felt my life is getting better and better. Regardless, I didn't make any money. I just lost money, a lot of money. I attended every weekly mastermind. I was told that I can reach any success I want if I stay positive and consistent. I attended every offline meeting I could and I just loved the positive vibration of other distributors. And then what happened? I invested and I lost around 20K thanks to this crap. Or is it 20 pounds, 20,000 pounds? I hope this story will save as many people as possible to step away from the MLM scam. I am so upset because I don't see any relevant review about DPM on the internet, so I decided to come out and break the silence. I want to expose the dark secret behind DPM. So the digital prosperity movement is dominantly a UK-based social media business, but they have a few members from all of around the world, as we see. Currently, they have around 4,300 members in the community, which is not a lot for like a MLM. However, just like in any other MLM, only 1% of the community can make a profit. The rest is just losing money, including myself. But this is what they are not telling you. By the way, they hate it when anyone calling them an MLM, as they say they're affiliate marketing, not an MLM. Let me explain how DPM works. They are running ads and advertising luxury lifestyles on social media like Facebook and Instagram. DPM members love using phrases like financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom, quit your 9-to-5 jobs, be your own boss, travel the world, earn from your laptop, laptop lifestyle, laptop freedom, and life-changing opportunity, etc. So when they're advertising, they're not telling anyone about the product they're trying to sell you. They're just promoting a luxury lifestyle. They're all acting like a successful business owner. This is how we've been trained, faking it till you make it. And yes, of course the distributors have to pay for the ad. It costs a ton of money. One of the best distributors said she pays daily 50 to 100 pounds daily. Let me pause for a second. I can say that this is correct. I used to do ads because that's what people in Beachbody were doing. And when I would do an ad, maybe I'd do it every other week, and I'd spend anywhere from $150 to $200 on the ad. So it does collect to a lot of money. Otherwise, you can't reach enough people with your ad, but it is still not guaranteed your success. I've seen so many people pay £100 per day, week after week, then they still can't sell anything. Anyway, but what happens when someone's interested? When someone likes our ad and is interested in the opportunity, we send them our free training video. You can see this video on YouTube. Oh, okay, maybe I'll review this video. Of course, the video is full of lies just to make it more attractive to new people. I don't want to dig into details about why this video is full of lies, but if you have a look, you can see it is nothing else than a perfect MLM pitch. They're using all the phrases that make it a scam. The first step, after the video, you have to pay a $77 or £77 joining fee to get access to the DPM video training platform. Then you have to watch a bunch of videos about how amazing the opportunity is. Then at the end of the series, they ask you to pay for the products. Basically, you have to purchase their product to become a distributor of the company called Enagic. Hold up. It's a Japanese company and they're selling water machines which are making Kangen water. Okay, I've heard of that. The Kangen water. The new distributors have to buy 3 different, I don't even know how to pronounce this name, Enagic. Can I just say the word E? We're just gonna say the word E. They have to buy 3 different E products. The K8 is a water filter. It cleans your tap water. Then there's a shower system. All these things cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And then they said in total, it's $9,650 US in the first year in running, ads on Facebook daily, which can be anywhere from 10 to 100 US dollars or British pounds, depending on where you live and what's your budget. So you can see the starting fee is extremely expensive with E/DPM. If you couldn't sell anything, it is absolutely your fault because you weren't positive enough, or you didn't try enough, or you weren't consistent enough. I was sick of being told that that was the reason I couldn't sell anything, and that I am not positive enough, and that I can't attract the right people to my business. Unfortunately, I didn't see all the lies when I joined 2.5 years ago. I truly believe that this is my future. I truly believe that I'm helping people by advertising this opportunity. I let them brainwash me, ruin my life completely. Of course, when I was running ads, I received so many arrogant messages from my audience. Many people called me a scam, but as my mentor said, they were just haters. Ignore them, they're just negative. And just carry on. Today I know exactly why they weren't haters. They had the right. They saw me as I was, a scam. DPM is a giant scam and I lost 20,000 pounds. Please help me spread my message. Yes, I got you. Let's look up DPM. Never heard of DPM before. DPM MLM. It's kind of funny when I looked up DPM, it says, is the digital prosperity movement a scam? And then they had a Facebook link. Well, let's go back and let me look up the actual digital prosperity movement MLM. And let's see what this says. I'm gonna visit the website. It does say it's a UK website, so it looks like a class. It says master your digital marketing, connect with top online business mentors, and join the fastest growing community. So you can watch a free training and everything like that. So I'm looking at it as This is like a training thing that trains you on certain things, and then you can buy the e-products, Enagic, however the freak you pronounce that crap. And then when you buy the products, that's what gets you into the MLM. These kind of things can be very confusing. I can look into this at a separate time, but let's look at the Enagic or whatever this company is called. So this, yeah, it's like the water filtration system things. And I'm just curious how the two of these relate to each other. So this is essentially like the Kangen water filtration system stuff, but I just really want to know more about the digital prosperity movement thing. Like, what exactly is that? So there's reviews online. So online this says, digital prosperity movement is a platform that uses the strategy called attraction marketing via social media to make it easier to recruit more people into another MLM called Enagic. The platform will teach you how to show how good your life is on social media so you can convince other people to be their own boss too. This then helps you sell very expensive water filter systems that are worth thousands of dollars. You can make commissions from any sales and so on. Okay, so this is like someone did a whole review on this company. So it says Digital Prosperity Movement Review. The name is Digital Prosperity Movement. The founder is James Francis Hay. They use attraction marketing training for the MLM. The products range from $2,000 to nearly $6,000. So yeah, it's looking like exactly what I thought it was. Digitally Prosperity Movement is a platform that serves as a training program to help promote the MLM. But before continuing, I know for a fact that the die-hard members of Enagic are screaming from the top of their lungs. But Enagic is not an MLM because it's direct selling or network marketing. It is an MLM because it is. We know this already. So this has to do, like, this is all combined with like the breakaway movement. So then it says a digital prosperity movement is not a pyramid scheme, well, at least in a technical sense. The company gives education to people on how they can use social media to attract people and buy the offerings of Enagic. Enagic is also not a pyramid scheme because its distributors can still make money by selling their products. So that's what it's looking like. The prosperity movement is used as a direct way to train people in order to sell Enagic MLM water filter systems. Wow. I am like very intrigued at what this whole thing is. So this person did send me like a whole hour and a half, like very long training video. The video is unlisted, so I may or may not be able to do like a reaction video to it, but it does look like they give a bunch of training. This is very interesting. So thank you so much to the person who sent this to me. I also am so sorry losing 20,000 pounds. That is a lot of money to lose and literally insane that they have like a training thing that is like connected with Enagic, because then you can kind of be looked at as two separate things, right? If someone knows DPM, they may not take DPM and connect it to Enagic, or if they look at Enagic, the water filtration systems, they may not connect it to DPM. So it's kind of like another way to like get people in. So again, I'm so sorry to the person that sent this to me, and we can totally like look more into this MLM training. We'll look more into this. So the next one says coaches know more than doctors now. Hi Deanna, to start, I love your videos and love how real you are. What's sad about the whole Beachbody thing is that Beachbody really preys on people who are vulnerable and in a low spot in their lives and completely takes advantage, which I know is nothing new. When my coach found me, all I knew about Beachbody was that it was like a Netflix for workouts. To give some backstory, before I joined Beachbody, I had a really bad run-in with pneumonia. I like to point out where I was hospitalized and couldn't make it up to my apartment stairs without my husband carrying me up. I was 21 and was told that this was abnormal for my age, but that I was lucky to be alive and how bad it got. Through that and the general recovery process, I gained 50 pounds and felt terrible. Growing up, I was super athletic and active, and I just hated myself in so many ways. Enter my coach. She followed me on Instagram based off of what I thought was our common ground of being teachers. Haha, no. Soon enough, she came and approached me about Beachbody. And with where I was at my life, I just wanted to feel better, so I said yes without doing much research. Okay, I'm gonna pause. This is exactly why it's so common they reach out to people with actual like disabilities or health issues, because people are just going to be looking for something to make them feel better, something to just make them have a sense of hope for themselves because they have something going on with their life. So I hate that. I hate that like she was brought into it. She didn't do research. She didn't look into things because she so badly wanted to do something that she was told could help her feel better. She said, and for a while it was working. I was losing weight and blinded by the support in all of the group chats and Facebook groups. But about 2 months in, I felt terrible. My stomach always hurt, I was throwing up constantly, and after my recent health issues, I went to the doctor. He asked what I was doing differently, and I said, well, I'm taking Shakeology every day from Beachbody, which I thought was supposed to be great for me. He looked at me and told me to stop it immediately, and that more than likely was the cause of my pain. So after almost dying earlier in the year, I listened to my doctor and stopped the superfoods, Shakeology. Later that month, my coach messaged me asking why I canceled my shipments. I explained to her my full situation, expecting her to be completely understanding and just offer me support. I was wrong. She ripped me apart, telling me it couldn't be Shakeology, and that I was making a bigger deal of it than I needed to. And get this, that my doctor was wrong. She said that she could promise me it wasn't my Shakeology. I told her that after I stopped Shakeology, all of my stomach pain stopped, so I felt good about listening to my doctor. And that was it. I became blacklisted to my coach. I switched coaches just to keep the program since I was enjoying the actual workout, but it wasn't long after that that I had to leave completely. And since then, my mental health about working out and eating right has been so much better. So yeah, apparently these coaches now believe they know more than doctors. Once again, thank you for all that you do. So I think that this person brings up a great point, especially with Beachbody and Shakeology. I have gotten many stories or have been told by many people that allegedly Shakeology was the cause to a lot of their stomach problems or stomach pains or whatever. So these reps just think they're doctors. They just think that they know everything, and it just doesn't make sense. I understand that the MLM truly makes you think that you are qualified or that you know all and that you can really be the person to recommend all of these things to people, but it's just not right. They need to be teaching their reps that they can't be saying these things, or teaching them you are not a doctor. Tell people to speak with their doctor. If their doctor says this, stop talking to them. Stop trying to tell them that you know more than their doctor does. Why aren't the reps being reprimanded? Why aren't they getting their account shut down or saying, hey, you do this again, this is a warning, if you do this again, your account will be shut down and you can never sign up to be a rep again? Is it because they just want to make money? Is it because they want to make it look like they're giving all these trainings and doing everything and listening to the FTC, but then on the other end, they're never going to cancel people's accounts who actually are doing things that can be harmful to people? Who knows that this person didn't go to their doctor and they did listen to this rep because they thought this rep was a reputable person to listen to. You then have the people that can be literally physically hurt by these products. So I just think that MLMs need to be doing more. I don't think they do enough, and I don't think that they do enough when people continue to mess up time after time after reps are reported time after time. I sometimes report the same reps 20 times. I report, and the reps are still up and going, never get emails back from the MLM. So it's are they really listening or aren't they? So moving on to the next one, it says MLM horror story submission. Hi Deanna, I wanted to first say that I love your channel and thank you for spreading awareness about these scams. This is my horror story. This was in 2014 and it was my first year in college. I had decided to live off campus about 2 miles with my childhood best friend. I was also a pretty popular person in high school and thought that college was going to be great and things were going to be great. At first. About 2 months into college, I had a falling out with my friend. She began to ignore me for her new friend. My family stopped helping me buy groceries. They were also the ones that coerced me into opting out for the meal plan because they said it would be cheaper and that they would help me pay for food. And I couldn't find a part-time job because jobs near me wanted me to have a car, which I didn't. I had to rely on my fiance, who lived 2 hours away, to send me money for food, and I felt bad because I couldn't take care of myself. All I had to my name was my pathetic savings, which I did not dip into because it was for emergencies. I would get student refunds every semester, but I only took out enough to pay for my apartment for this semester. I was lucky to find one where I only paid $300 a month. One day I decided to stop. I know where this is going. I decided to stop by a nutrition shop near my apartment. Little did I know it was a Herbalife nutrition shop. I was a perfect target for this rep because I had no friends, no money, and very low confidence. I would go by every day to get a shake and she would talk to me. She would talk to me, write nice messages on my shake for me, and acted like she genuinely cared for me. I would stay for at least an hour talking to her about very personal matters, and she would always try and brighten up my day. To emphasize, I had not only lost my childhood friend, but I did not make a single friend while in college. My friend would not visit me and my fiance was in the military, so he could only visit from Friday evenings to Sunday mornings. I was so desperate to talk to someone that I would answer almost every class question because it would be the only chance for me to talk to anyone. I would never forget that before visiting that Herbalife shop, there was one week where my fiance was out in the field with no phone, and I literally only talked to one person, that person being my professor for the entire week. So when I entered that Herbalife shop and the rep was so nice to me, I would keep going back because I was so incredibly lonely. After about a semester, she really started to try and get me to buy a starter pack because I'm someone who wasn't interested in selling shakes to my friends and family. Even though I had no job, I knew that investing in this kit wasn't for me because I wanted to save money and I just suck at selling things. However, midway through my second semester, I decided to buy one for 2 reasons. The first being, I thought she was my friend, and 2, because I thought it would be cheaper for me to buy a kit and have product instead of paying for a shake per day. I waited until I received some money for my birthday, even though I really needed money, and bought the cheapest starter pack, which was I think $80. I let the rep make my account for me and was told that I didn't need to know the password. I know, I was gullible at 18. In hindsight, I'm so glad that I used a gift card instead of using my debit card. Once I bought it, my friend was so happy and told me to give her my phone, which I did. She went through my contacts and told me that she had to change her number to her other number because she used a different phone for Herbalife business. I thought it was weird, but I didn't think to check at the time. After that, I went home, did some homework, and went to bed. The next day, as I was riding the bus to college, I noticed that the rep was with a friend moving boxes out of the Herbalife shop. I decided to text her and ask what was up, but my messages never went through. I went into my contacts and noticed that she replaced her phone number with only the number 1. I thought, well, maybe she made a mistake when changing her number. I thought nothing more, went to a class, ate some lunch, and decided to take a walk back home and stop by the shop. As I approached, the shop lights were off and the signs on the outside were gone. I peered in the window and saw that the place was cleaned out. I never heard from her again. I still received the Herbalife kit and only used the product I got and never went back to another shop. It was after the experience that I decided to do some research into the company and saw all of the lawsuits, negative health reports, and found out about the MLMs actually were, or found out what MLMs actually were. I was so angry she manipulated my emotion. As a side note, I am in a much better place now. I have friends, I left that college after a year, earned my BA, and will have my MA in less than a month. My husband and I live together, and there's never a day where I go without having someone to talk to and laugh with. This is an insane story for me. Sorry if I'm like squinting my eyes, my head's messing up, like I have a headache. But that's insane. Like, she sold you the pack and like knew that she was gonna be packing up and leaving, and then changed her number with the number 1. That's like so mean. Like, knowing that someone is so lonely, right? And knowing that someone is seeking friendship and seeking people to be in their life. So you try to act like you're in their life. This is just like shitty all around. This isn't just shitty for MLMs. This is shitty for life. You see someone's lonely. You do everything, you know, make it seem like you're their friend. Then you make them buy something off of you. Change your phone number in their phone to a number 1. Make sure that they can't contact you. And then never talk to them again. Like, that's so, like, I have no words. That's like the meanest crap I've ever heard. Like, I hear some crazy stories, but this is just like mean. Like, am I the only one? I just don't ever see myself being able to do that to somebody. Just like cruel. Let's move on to the next one. That one was just like such a mean, cruel thing to do to someone. This one says, Mary Kay is an MLM horror story. Hi, Deanna. I absolutely love your content. It's becoming part of my nightly unwinding routine. I hope you're doing well. I have a short and funny story about my experience with Mary Kay. When I was going into my freshman year of college, I attended school's Fall Into Fair. This is where clubs on campus, as well as local businesses and organizations, come to campus and set up booths for new students to get a feel for the school and the local community. There were some really great booths and I learned a lot. I was just walking around the booths looking for some fun things when I saw a Mary Kay table. I'm honestly not sure how they got their own table or who they paid to make it happen, but whatever. The woman working there, let's call her Sarah, waved me over and started telling me that I could enter to win a free, luxurious facial for myself and 3 of my friends. Looking back now, it was obviously a scam, but at the time I thought it sounded really nice. So I gave her my name and phone number and said goodbye. A few days later, I had gotten a text from her saying that I had won a free facial. This is like Mary Kay 101. I thought I was so lucky that I had won and was actually really excited. She told me to pick 3 friends and sent me the address of the place where the facials were. It was the address of a really nice hotel in my area, so I thought maybe the hotel had a spa of some sort and that's where it was going to happen. My friends and I had gotten really drunk the night before, so when we woke up at 8 a.m. to go to a facial, we were hungover as hell and exhausted. I kept telling them, think how nice it'll be to feel refreshed with this facial. I'm laughing while typing this. We got ourselves to the hotel and asked the front desk where we should go. The woman working pointed us to the ballroom just down the hall, which confused me. When we opened the doors, we saw that there were at least 40 other girls sitting in those long tables with little makeup kits in front of them. I was trying to figure out what's happening, so we all sat down. We then proceeded to listen to Sarah talk about how Mary Kay isn't just your grandma's makeup and that all the products are so amazing. We also said how we, as young adults grinding in college, could earn some extra money by joining her team. The free facial was actually just a Mary Kay rep going around and giving everyone the tiniest pumps of facial moisturizer and lotions, and we had to put it on ourselves. My friends and I stayed for maybe 20 minutes and then one by one slipped out saying we had to go to the bathroom and drove back to our dorm. We still laugh about it to this day and my friends still laugh at how gullible I was. Honestly, it was pretty classic college freshman experience and it made for a funny memory. I'm glad it was harmless and none of my friends or I got sucked in. I hope no one else did there either. So I'm glad that she can like look back on this story and just laugh because it's kind of funny. Like you're hungover, regular college kid, you know, night. Next morning you hope to like wake up to this great facial for you and your friends. I've heard this exact story like many times because of like Mary Kay people doing the same exact thing. Their marketing tactics are the exact same. So I've just never heard of someone actually like inviting 40 people. Like I've heard of like a bridal party all going or one person walking in and there being people, but never like a group of girls walking in and there being 40 other people there, like a whole big crowd of people. I just think that's funny. Who else has been like having this happen with Mary Kay? Mary Kay's like the biggest culprit with this crap. Like they're always just doing the giveaway crap and then saying that everyone won it and then having a bunch of people show up. That's just funny, but that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday and an amazing weekend. Don't forget to check the community tab. I have a really important question about MLM horror stories moving forward that I would like to get your guys' opinions on there. So there will be a poll in the community tab that I did this week. So don't forget to go and check that out. And then don't forget to like this video if you liked it. And then don't forget to comment on this video, share it if you would like to spread, you know, the word about these MLMs. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Gosh, my hair.